Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're playing Minnesota Twins franchise, bringing some Twins baseball to you here today. Season 4, game number 30. And we are facing the Baltimore Orioles once again. This is the second game of a 3-game series. Let's look at some transactions first of all, though. Starting at the bottom of your screen, on April 19th, we acquired Jeff Mitchell-Tree from the Angels for Tony Cingrani. You guys knew that. On the 23rd, we had to place Jimmy Dyer on the 10-day injured list. We recalled Chasen Shreve from AAA Rochester. And on the 28th, we optioned Justin Bour to AAA and called up Tommy Nolan, a second baseman with a lot of speed. So we're trying to go the speed and small ball route to see if we can start winning some ball games. Second game of the series, Hunter Harvey facing Jose De Leon. Hunter Harvey, facing Jose De Leon. The Orioles are 10-18. We're 12-17 coming into this, as we send you out to Target Field for a little weekday evening baseball. Hunter Harvey on the hill, a 4.39 ERA, 26 2/3 innings, a 1.50 WHIP. He will walk some batters, 14 batters, 14 walks, 18 strikeouts. And we'll go with Jose De Leon, making his sixth start of the year. He's got a 2.93 ERA, a 1.30 WHIP, 20 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 28 hits in 27 2/3 innings. Let's start things off here in the first. Leadoff hitter for the O's, Michael Almanzar, batting .208 with 6 home runs. A little bit of power from the leadoff spot. He drives it to left field. And that one is going to be played by Eddie Rosario for out number 1. O's batting order today: Almanzar, Markakis, Chris Davis batting third, Adam Jones cleanup, Cesar Juarez, Richard Garcia DH, Jonathan Scope at second, Cabrera short, and Plawecki behind the plate once again. Here this evening, Nick Markakis now, batting .212 with 3 home runs. 7 driven in on the year. Here's the 2-2 delivery from Jose De Leon, and it's some high heat up and in. And Markakis chases it. Might have been just out of the strike zone, but a great pitch. In a good location if you can keep it out of the strike zone for Jose De Leon. Next batter now with 2 outs, Chris Davis. He's batting .327 with 8 home runs and 19 RBIs. Chris Davis was once considered quite the hitter. Not in the not too distant past, actually. And in this simulation, he has continued that. So he gets a base hit up the middle, bringing up Adam Jones. And Jones swings and misses. And Cervelli throws him out at first. So the middle of 1. The Orioles 0, the Twins coming to bat. Byron Buxton leading the day off for Minnesota here at home, batting .240. 1 home run on the year. He's going to chop it towards third. Almanzar playing in on the grass, expecting a bunt, or at least prepared for a bunt. Batting order: Byron Buxton. Batting leadoff: Will Myers, Rosario, Sano, cleanup, Calero 5th, Mitchell-Tree the DH, Jace Peterson at second, Cervelli behind the plate, and De La Rosa at short. We have Will Myers now, 13 for his last 39 at-bats, and he's raised that average up to .248. Pair of home runs, 8 driven in on the season. Here's the delivery from Hunter Harvey. First pitch of the at-bat. And Myers grounds out to short. For out number 2 here in the bottom of the first, Eddie Rosario. He is starting to show some signs of life here. 7 for his last 20. With 2 outs, he's going to ground this one, chop it up past the pitcher, Jonathan Scope. Ranging to his right, throws across his body in the dirt, but it's scooped out by Chris Davis. We've reached the end of the first. We're going to skip all the way ahead to the 6th now. Chris Davis comes to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. We still have no score. A little scoreless baseball. Both of these offenses struggling mightily here in the early part of the season. Adam Jones now, batting .212. A couple of strikeouts today, 0 for 2. And De Leon with the delivery. This time, Adam Jones keeps the ball in play, flies it out to right. Will Myers there. Cesar Juarez now, 250 batter. He's 0 for 2, also struck out once. And he's going to ground it to the right side. Mario Calero is there, steps on the bag. And we head to the bottom of the inning. Byron Buxton will step to the dish. 235 hitter now. His average has dropped so far this game. And he's going to loop one into shallow center field for a base hit. So we have speed on in a scoreless game in the bottom of the 6th. Will Myers now 0 for 2 on the day. Could be a situation to try to send Buxton. Myers bloops it out to shallow right. Jonathan Schoop can't make the diving play. And Buxton's going to get in safely at second. He had to wait and see if that ball was going to be caught. Rosario's going to try to bunt. Charging Almanzar gets the ball to second, and they call him out. So one runner advances to third. We got runners on the corners now for Miguel Sano. With just one out, Sano lets that one go. Runner heading in from third is Buxton, and he's going to be gunned down. So it bounces off that limestone backstop. Gets a good hop for the Orioles, and Buxton is thrown out of the dish. And then Sano strikes out swinging at the end of the 6th. No runs, 5 hits for the Orioles. No runs, 4 hits for us. We head to the 7th. Top of the inning, Richard Garcia. 271 hitter. Grounds it to third. This is Miguel Sano taking his time. And has all day to get the not-so-fast Richard Garcia. Jonathan Schoop now. Batting average, $170. And he'll raise it a bit with that line drive base hit right back up the box. Brings up Asdrubal Cabrera, who's 2 for 2 on the day. Jonathan Schoop off and running. Here comes the throw. It's to the third base side of second. And there is really no play for Herbert De La Rosa to make. Stolen base for Schoop. Ground ball to the right side. On to De Leon. He steps on the bag for out number 2, but we've got a runner at third now for the Orioles for catcher Kevin Plawecki. And Plawecki, line drive to first. Mario Calero's there. Middle of 7, we still have no score here at Target Field. Been a low-scoring series here so far in the first game and 6.5 innings. Calero swings and misses. Plawecki on to first for out number 1 here in the bottom of 7. This is Jeff Mitchelltree, the DH. And he rips one through the hole on the left side on the ground. And we have a base runner with 1 out. That'll be the end of the day for Hunter Harvey. Michael Givens on now for the Orioles. And we bring in newly called up Tommy Nolan to pinch run. He's a very good base stealer and pretty speedy second baseman. Jace Peterson into the box now with 1 out. He's going to drive it into the gap in right center field. That one's going to split it. 1 hop the wall. Tommy Nolan's going to be able to maybe score from first. Here comes the relay, and it is not in time. Tommy Nolan scores. Jace Peterson with an RBI double into the gap. And if we hadn't brought in Tommy Nolan to pinch run, it is not 1-0 right now. So a little small ball pays off here in the second game, and we take a 1-0 lead. Herbert De La Rosa now at the plate trying to get another one in. This one goes off of his shoulder. And we'll have runners on first and second for Buxton. Buxton can essentially blow this game open with a base hit or a gapper, but he's going to fly it out to right. And Markakis is there. End of 7. No run, 6 hits for the Birds. 1 run, 6 hits for the Twins. We go to the 8th. Genmar Gomez coming in. 17th appearance already this year. He's 0-3 and 8.74 ERA. So it could be trouble with him on the hill. He has not performed well, but we keep giving him opportunities for whatever reason. Here's the drive deep to center field. Adam Jones makes the play. for the first out of the 8th. Genmar Gomez right now is our right-handed setup guy. We may give that job to JT Chargois here in the near future if Gomez doesn't improve. Shane Ashley is our left-handed setup guy. He's in now, and he gets the second out of the inning. Chris Davis now facing Shane Ashley. Lefty on lefty matchup. Davis goes the opposite way against the shift, and this one's going to roll slowly against the wall down the left field line, and Davis is in with a double. Adam Jones now 0 for 3. 7 home runs on the year. The Twins are just going to elect to put him on, though, with 2 outs and a left-handed batter, Cesar Juarez, due up to face Shane Ashley. The Orioles don't make a move to pinch hit for Juarez, and Juarez is going to drive it deep to right. That one's got some carry. It's at the track, but Will Myers is there, feeling for the wall, makes the catch. Will Myers makes the catch to end the inning for the Orioles. He'll lead things off for the Twins in the bottom of the 8th. He draws a walk from Michael Givens. Eddie Rosario now, 257 hitter, 1 home run, 8 driven in on the season. Starting to hit for average now. Now it'd be nice for Rosario to get a hold of one and really square it up. He lines out, though, there, a soft line drive to short. Miguel Sano, runner going. Ground ball to the left, the runner moving. Keeps the Twins out of the double play and the inning alive. Runner in scoring position for Mario Calero now. And the O's elect to walk Calero, putting him on base. And that'll force the Twins' hand. We go to a pinch hitter, Eduardo Nunez, coming in off the bench to pinch hit with 2 outs, and he hits this one off the label as he jammed and pops out in foul territory down the right field line. We go to the 9th inning. Twins with a chance to close this one down. A 1-0 lead handed to Kevin Segrist. 2.31 ERA, looking for another save. Blew one a couple games ago against the Cubs, has been perfect since. 0-1 delivery now to Richard Garcia. Changeup catches the inside corner, 0-2 count. Garcia manages to foul one off, 0-2 count. Again, and the slider gets Garcia to swing and miss. First out of the 9th inning. Up next will be Jonathan Scope. 1 for 3 on the day for Scope. Single. Trying to get the tying run on base for the Orioles. First pitch off the inside corner, the slider. Second pitch, fastball out and away. 2-0 count now. And Segrist gets Scope to ground to short. And the play is made for the out just barely in time as Drupal Cabrera now 2 for 3 with a pair of singles on the day, the last hope for the Birds. 1-0 Twins lead with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Segrist. 1-1 delivery to Cabrera. Slider off the plate. 2-1. This one driven to center field. Buxton's hardly going to have to move. And that is your ball game here. The Twins win 1-0. And another low-scoring affair here at Target Field. This series has been very low-scoring, to say the least. And every win has been a shutout. Jose De Leon goes 7, gives up 6 hits, has 4 strikeouts. No earned runs given up, no walks. And the Tigers have a half-game lead over the Indians in the Central. The White Sox are 15-15. They're our next opponent. We have one more game with the Orioles before we head off to the South Side against Chicago. Royals also at 500, and we are sitting at 13-17 after a 1-0 win. So we're going to go through just a couple of games here. The next game here was Giovanni Gallardo. 2.70 ERA against Kyle Gibson, sitting at a 4.54 ERA. Now, I played these games, but just to get going on the season here, make a little progress, The Orioles win this one 1-0. Another low-scoring game and another shutout win. And this is the start of a very bad stretch for us. Gallardo goes 8 1/3. The next game we open up against the White Sox in the South Side, and we are blanked again 2-0. Jose Quintana goes all 9, gives up only 3 hits. The next game we are blanked again. Thomas Morris gives up 8 hits, 6 strikeouts. And we hit in this next game here, the third game against the White Sox. The 8th inning, we finally score a run. That was 35 consecutive scoreless innings for our offense. And then we finally turn it around here and get a 5-2 win over the White Sox. So a very anemic offense going on right now for the Twins, but we're trying to get that corrected. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Angels from Anaheim, California, here on Minnesota Twins franchise on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.